calling all van lifers that keep it real. Scary solo van camping gone wrong. Every van lifer's worst fear came true. Woke up with a guy trying to break in my van. After living in this stealthy van for 3 years, I'm making If I Knew What I Know Now videos to ease your path into van life with practical, efficient solutions. Solar power, hot showers, internet, anything problematic you may want to avoid. Could get controversial, but I guarantee high value. Once we pull back the curtain, there's no going back. I'm giving everything I have in these videos. I don't have a Patreon. You already know I don't pay rent. The money I get from views will be more than enough. I really appreciate it. Thank you guys. Van break-in attempt during sleep. I woke up. I was up for a little bit before I actually checked the cameras. So asleep when the car driving away woke me up. So I don't know when he came back the second time if I was actually awake already. When I'm checking my cameras, my security cameras, I can't see what's happening live. So while I was checking the cameras, might have been when he came back. He might have been out there. Oh man, what would I even do? I do have a plan. In those moments, you forget plans. Bright flashlight for my mountain bike. It's small. Pepper spray. Actually, what I have is Presidia gel. It's supposed to be better than pepper spray. He's looking in those windows. I'll pop out through my partition, wave at him in the window, and then what?
Hey, buddy.
I haven't gotten past that. The other thought is to open the side door, pop out there with the pepper spray and the flashlight, and the camera. I've always wanted to make pepper spray, camera, stun gun, everything all in one. Stun gun, that's what I need to get. What's the best stun gun? He didn't want to bother unless he saw something good. So don't show him anything good. One of the great things about my van being mostly stock, I cover the shabby looking air conditioner, so my van looks nicer now. 2 days go by before somebody's trying to break in. If I felt like I was in danger, I would have jumped in that driver's seat and been gone. Wish I would have had the chance to confront the guy. Don't come back here. Let him know. You're in the wrong place, buddy. Just went for a drive and my camera came off. I put them up here with magnets. That way if I do hit one, it just falls off. Also, I could point them in different directions. I'm always concerned about being stealthy. And I do want to get cameras that don't stick out the way these do. Drops or draws. This happens all the time, and I decided to start keeping a record of people going to the bathroom outside my van. I really don't think anybody thinks anybody's in the van. There's windows pointed right at them. Not even a thought that somebody's in here. Oh wow. So many people don't notice the cameras. How do you not notice that? And at night, there's a red infrared light. This guy must have been the dumbest criminal ever. You don't spend that much time on a street, leave the street, and then come back 15 minutes later. I really want to get a club for the steering wheel. I'm going to make it impossible to open the doors from the outside, go on a hike. It's just totally vulnerable. No lock, nothing you would have seen from the outside. It's all on the inside. This solar panel keeps the starter battery maintained. Live at the hot spring for 2 weeks. And then when I go to start my engine, I know it'll fire up because this battery maintainer was getting sun every day. That's gonna make him look even harder with his flashlight, trying to see like, oh, he has a cool solar panel. Maybe he has something else. Make it look like a grooming station, have a bunch of brushes with pet hair in them on the dash. I can't even think of a time doing van life that I was scared. I'm not really a very fearful person. When I was younger, I really was afraid of the dark, afraid of everything. I didn't like that I was afraid of things, so I conquered fears. That's what life is all about, is conquering fears. It's perfectly natural to be afraid. The last house that I lived in, being by yourself in a house, it's amazing. I love having a whole house to myself. At night, you're watching a horror movie, and before I go to sleep, just be like, okay, like everything's locked. I fall asleep all the time with the van unlocked. Not that I want to lock it, I just forget. I feel so safe in this van, safer than any other place that I've lived. You can drive away. The fact that I'm surrounded by metal, earthquakes, if there is a natural disaster, I can move, potential tornadoes, I could just get in the van and drive to a different place, go around the storm. The van moved. I felt it move. And then he got in the car and it drove away. When he looked in these windows, what that made him think. There's like a double window here and they're covered. There's another camera here in his face and he didn't notice. I feel really good about my double windows. 1/2-inch Lexan on the other side of this window. It's stopping bullets. There's nothing getting through here. Having a used van. Imagine spending $60K on a Mercedes, Another 60K making it nice. Somebody comes and breaks the window and scratches up your paint. I'm trying to live in this thing. I'm not trying to baby it. Make sure the resale value stays up even though I'm losing thousands no matter what I do. Used vans are so the way to go. There's so many places that work on these things. Like it's all good. I do love that there's no windows on the side. Dynamat sound deadening. I love that I have windows in my partition back and the skylight. It's just really great lighting. Another thing that I would like to do, the club and a kill switch, and then being able to solidly lock the doors from the inside. Metal, like they put on the back doors of work vans for these side windows. Imagine having it, like they're not even metal, they're plastic, but it looks like a metal protection. They just give up. They don't even realize that it's not real. Being stealthy, nothing fancy to look at. You can't even see that there's solar panels, no max air fan, bone stock. Except for the back, of course. You can't even really tell unless you get back there. You got the solar panels coming off the back and then the air conditioner. Took me about a year to get the van ready to go on some trips. It wasn't done yet. Excited to meet people. I met Joanne Plans. She has a YouTube channel too. Wanted to meet other van lifers that were also trying to do YouTube. I try to reach out to them. They don't reach back. And then the few that do, not my vibe. I need to stop reaching out. Joanne Plans reached out to me. Hey, I'm coming out to Malibu. I'm just gonna make videos that get a lot of exposure. I make it sound like I have no friends. It's just, I want van life friends. I also have these block view dash cameras. Those are pretty helpful.